I learned that from Faith Marie. Check her out. Genius. Welcome in if you are watching the replay. I will be organizing my sunroom because I got some new plant babies today. And I'm so excited to put them in a beautiful place that they will enjoy. And, I know it looks like mayhem and chaos in here, but there is a method to my madness. Hey, Slim. I don't know, Slim. I just said, hey, I'm going to be in here for a while. Firstest, yes, Slim, you are the firstest. I am going to be in here for a while, so I said, you know what? Let me record, let me share this mayhem and chaos of one of my sunrooms here. And it is mayhem right now. It looks like mayhem, but every every baby has a spot. And when I bring new babies in, I want them to feel welcome and at home. So look, I will not be juicing. Juicer is clean, and this is how I clean it, I break it down, and I am going to put it out of the way. And this is the focus. I I want to redo my shelf here, and I have another shelf over here. So thank you for the hearts. I will be probably in this jungle for about 30 minutes. Okay, so you are welcome to join me here in the jungle. When you get done, Joy, can you bring me my water? It is there on the cabinet. Hi, sunflower. I am in the flower. I am in the flower garden. I got some new babies, and it is. I am so glad that you are happy. Today is a great day. Today is a beautiful day to be happy. Yes, it is. Hey, sunflower from Slim. I got this new baby. It's like a little miniature plant, and I probably will just put this in my bedroom. And I got this one the leaf, because of the leaf pattern. I thought that these was some beautiful patterns on the leaf. Flower are my favorite. Yes, me too. So I got this little mini baby here. This little mini baby. And it has some new growth too. So I'm not sure why they put it on the clearance, but I have an eye for it. And I say, let me get that. Let me go ahead and get that. And another one I already put it up here at the top. I put it there at the top, and it has green and white leaves. And then I have one with, this one is fairly new too that I just got. And I like this one because it has little albino leaves that is like the brightest whites. Hi, Valentine. Welcome in. I am doing plants today. I am cleaning. I am cleaning. And I like the stems. The stems are white. And the leaves. Valentin Aviles Jr., he has been getting around. I found him through Lashana on the success train. Slim hit me to the success train, and that's where I met Valentin Aviles. Thank you, baby. And I have my water, so I'm going to be drinking the water. It is lemon and lime and pineapple and cucumber, and also have spinach in there. Don't ask me why I have spinach in my water. But if you ask me, I will tell you, okay? So this one is another one, a new baby. So, and then it has the like self-watering, so I will pick it up and I water this one from the bottom. Yes, I'm just going to be hanging out here. If you want to how I create some type of order. Where I create some type of order because they get disrespectful a lot. Oh. Right. So I like to make sure that everybody has space. Everybody has space. Yes, I can understand that, Valentine. I can understand why she has so many plants. It is it is something that runs in my family because my grandmother and my grandfather and my mother, and now I've hipped my daughters to it. So my daughter, she has started her indoor jungle in her room. That's a whole different story. But this is how I remember, growing up. My mother, she has so much, and she still is surrounded by plant life. So when I buy three for me, and I'll get one for her. So I always make sure that she has fresh flowers and fresh plants. So I get her more too when I am shopping. All right, so that was fun. So I have a shelf here that I just moved everything off of this shelf so I can rebuild it. Does it look like your aunt? Does she have some kind of order, or does it look chaotic? This is a new baby that I got off of clearance today. I just got this baby off of clearance, and I love these monstera. It looks like they have holes in the leaves, and that is the way that they grow. And this one has some new growth too. This is a brand new baby. So I don't know why they put this baby on clearance. So I told her, I said, I'll take care of you because I wouldn't want you to go into the trash. I'll take care of you. And that's how I got this one. And this may be my fifth monstera because I have one right here by my leg. And then I have two monstera in my office. And then I have one in my bedroom. So, yeah. So they're not at all random. I know who everybody is, and I know where everyone is when I bring them to the family. So this is my new baby, one of my new babies. I don't know if you can see the holes in the leaves, or shall I just say the variants in the leaves. I can stick my finger through some of them. Look at that. Isn't that? I don't know why I like these. I don't know. I just do. Yeah, and sometimes they grow inside of each other. You'll find a leaf within a leaf. So I'm going to put her. She's too tall to go on that shelf, and I may put her on this bottom shelf. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's why I said I will be here for a while because now that I have plants spread out all over the place, and I have to put them in some kind of order. So I'm just gonna sit it right here for now. And I have a Christmas cactus, and this one sprouts like little red roses off the tips when it is ready, when it blooms. Oh, here's one. It has like little red flower on the tip. And it was full of that, but I bumped into it. Um, I bumped into it, and they all spread on the floor. But it will rebloom, and they call this a Christmas cactus. And I'm not sure if I want to keep it in this paper for a pop of color in the way it came, or um, give it a pot. Give it a cute little white pot if I have one somewhere around here. I just had a white pot. I think my daughter took it because she is doing her planting in her space in her room. Yeah, I know I just had a white pot. I wonder who this one fits. I don't know. I think that's too big. Let me see. Yeah, they are. I talk to, yes, I do. I talk to them all the time. All the time I do. Now, let's see if this baby fits. Almost, but not quite, so I wouldn't put her in there. I won't do it. So I don't know if I want to keep her black. Put it on the shelf. I think I'm going to put it back in there because that'll eliminate the little mess. I don't water it much because it is a cactus. So I don't have to water it all the time. Sunlight, water, and love. Mm-hmm. Oh, you poked me. It's a little pointy. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't mind my pajamas. I don't even know if you can see my pajamas. See, what happened was I went to pick up my daughter from school, and I stopped at the um, nursery, and me and the lady at the nursery, we have like this love dislike relationship because when she sees me coming, she's like, "Oh, what are you about to harass me about?" But I know she enjoys seeing me coming because I help her. I say, let me get some of those plants off of your hands. You know, let me take the babies that have been sitting here for a while and let me bring them home with me. And you can, you know, and that way you can freshen up the place. So in my mind, I am helping her. In her mind, I am breathing down her back as she puts out the plants. So the interaction today was hilarious. Hey, Motivated. Hey, Didi. The interaction today was hilarious because literally she says, "What are you going to harass me about today?" I was like, "How dare you? I know you love me." we share a love of the plants. So she gave me three beautiful plants. I just showed you the teeny one, and then I put one up here at the top already. And then the monstera I did. So right now, what I'm going to put on this shelf is I've been growing this sansevieria for, oh my gosh, and I can't even say 15 years because before the 15 years, my mother gifted it to me because it was being disrespectful in her space. So she we propagated it, and this is only some of it, some of it that it gets disrespectful, and they don't necessarily all stand up. They like to go all over the place. And so it was this tall. It was huge. It was huge and tall, and it was falling all over the place. So it's slapping me in the face now because I have moved it. So I've repotted this maybe 3 or 4 times already in its lifetime, and I've chopped it up. What I do is I just cut the leaf and I put it in water, and it grows more. And I have a row of Sansevieria in my office. In between the columns, I put them in clear candle jars. I reused the candle. I melted the wax, the last little bit of wax. So I don't throw glass containers away at all. I will not throw glass away. When the kids get taco sauce or they get pickle jars, I tell them, do not throw that jar away because that can hold my plants. So I put them in the glass. So I'm thinking, I don't know if it's too tall to go right here on the shelf. I imagined it here on the shelf. I don't know. What do you think? My mom had many plants. Yes, Valentine. She's a beautiful young mom. So what do you think about this shelf? It's being here like that. And if it gets too tall, I can just cut it. But for now, I think I'm going to leave it there. And I think it fills the shelf up. I think it fills the shelf up very nicely. All right, so there you go. Now I have another shelf with I have a plant down here on the floor. I have knockout roses. Oh, please get into it. Get into it, Dee Dee. That was my grandfather's favorite. His roses. That was his favorite flower. He has so many rose bushes. So many that he will chop and make more. Yes, and you definitely have to keep cutting them back. And you can use those cuttings and make more. And I considered selling plants before, and I just end up gifting them, and then I end up being a plant babysitter when uh, my close friends and relatives, when they have issues with their plants, they'll just bring them over here to me for a while, and sometimes they don't come back, and I'll be like, do you want your plant back? And they be like, no, you I think it's gonna. So uh, this one here, you see this one here, it looks empty, but it is connected to this chair. It is connected to the chair, and I hung it over the chair, and it was on the floor, so it only will grow towards the light. No leaves will grow on this side. It likes to grow towards the light. Roses, my grandma had many of them in Puerto Rico. Big garden. Yes, they do. They come back even more. The more you cut them, the fuller they get. I think that's with most plants. And I think that we're a little bit like that too. The more, I don't know. Okay, let me let that one simmer for a little bit. So this baby is hanging onto the chair and it goes down the back of the chair. So at this point, I'm not going to mess with her. I'm going to put her right back on the floor, okay? Because I just don't feel like untangling. They just get disrespectful. I don't even know where I would, I'm not sure where I would put her. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put her right back where she was. Right back where she was. This here is my baby's avocado seeds. She eats an avocado every single day and she saves all of the seeds. So there are some seeds in parts of the house that I've probably forgotten about because what we do is we, after we cut the avocado, the aguacate, mi favorito, the aguacate, you just rinse off the seed and then you soak it in water for, I would give it a 2 hour bath and just let it. Hi, Tasharia. I was just talking about you to Sharia earlier. I missed you on Pretty Hearts Live earlier today, and then I saw you in Slim's Live. So welcome in to Sharia. I am going to do my home workout tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. Thank you so much for the motivation. I wanted to tell you that every time I want to do the ab roller, I face plant. And that was it. That's what I wanted to tell you. That ab roller is no joke. Oh, and my dad is like that too, Dee Dee. He says, I can't get it. I just don't get it. But we turned him, and now he eats avocado all the time. He eats them all the time. And I don't put anything on it. My baby, she's a vegan too. She likes to put salt and pepper on hers, but me, I eat mine just like it is. I don't even give it time to salt and pepper it. So, and I think one of the reasons why some of them could be bland is because Valentine, I don't know if you could help us with this. Maybe some of them are hybrids, you know, after they've mutilated the fruit so much and made it the seed smaller and made the color brighter. That dumbs the flavor down. So that could be a result too of why they may not have a taste. But this is one of her avocado seeds, and she says, Mom, you just take care of this one. I was like, okay. And it had 2, 4, 6 leaves at first. And what they do is that is natural for them to shed the leaves. There's one fold that's like touching it. It is natural for the leaves to shed and for it to grow new leaves, but it is still a healthy plant because the stem here is green. And so she planted this from a seed, her little avocado plant, and I'm probably going to give it back to her soon, and we'll plant even some more so we can have an aguacate garden, le jardin de aguacate. And we grew avocados a few years back, and it's difficult to do here in Atlanta because we get freeze. We get like a month and a half of very cold weather, and avocado, you have to blanket it outside or you have to bring it in the house. And I'm telling that is just that's quite a task to bring big pots of plants indoors and outdoors because I like to keep my indoor plants indoors and my outdoor plants outdoors. So the next, the next season of avocados we grow, we are going to attempt to do them indoors. And what I will do is get some grow lights to help them carry on. A good one is supposed to taste sweeter. So avocados are supposed to taste sweet. I just like the way they taste. I just like, oh, it just tastes, oh, I just love the way it tastes. It's such a great snack. Um, the avocado. Sometimes I put them in my salad to make my salad creamier. And those sometimes I have them as an evening snack. And a lot of times when I am invited out to eat, when I am invited out, that's where the with it's if it's with the family or if I'm on a lady date and the girls are going out, that is the first thing that I put in my pocket. I make sure that I bring my avocado, I make sure that I bring my pistachios, and then sometimes I will bring a banana with me because I will not eat anything in a restaurant. I just won't. I won't eat the rice because they put chicken broth in it and all kinds of stuff in the rice. And I won't eat the vegetables because they drown it in butter, and I don't do butter or chicken broth. And the salad, it's just lettuce. So, but anyway, that's what I would bring with me. I love to bring avocado with me on the go all the time. And yeah, Slim, no, you're like, what you doing? What you doing with them bananas? I was like, I just got them just in case of emergency. Just in case I get hungry. That's what I'm going to eat. And that keeps me away from the craziness. So I think the Mancera will go good next to the cat palm. And this is another new baby. I have a mini cat palm. Oh, it's filling up here. Let me open the blind and see if I can get some light. Okay, was that a little bit of light? Yes! Okay, so I have, this is my first miniature cat palm. And I know you've seen these before. And I think they call it cat palm because when the cat comes, this is one of the first plants that she likes to chew on. And I have a bunch of the big ones like this. This big one is cat palm, and this is like the mini cat palm. So I have big, giant cat palm. And I have one of these in my office and then one in my bedroom, a cat palm. And I just like um, the fullness of it. It's just so full and pretty. And it reminds me of palm trees. So it is in the tropical family. Mm, that's good water. Once that lemon and lime marinate in there, oh yes, and I put pineapple in there too. Mm, I can't even taste the cucumber, but you have got to get some lemon lime water. Better than Sprite, I promise you. So this is the baby. This is one of the new babies. No. And I'm going to put these two together because they're the same. They're like the same size. So I'm going to put it. It is. I will bring you into my office because if you, I have to organize the plants in there too because they have grown disrespectful. So I have quite a few rooms like these. I do, and with a beautiful variation. And I want to wipe the shelf off first. And that bag, I just got you some socks. So pull that bag up too. I was wondering what was in this bag. Okay, so I want to wipe the shelf off really quick. I don't move them around a lot. Not a lot at all. Maybe every few months or so, or when it gets crowded in here, I'll move them around. But I never like take them out of the room and put them in another room because once they get adjusted to a certain sunlight, then and I know that's what they love, then I won't move them. Oh, my mother. Is that my mother? My mother is here. She's gonna be like, Okay. Um, so I'll group them based on their size. Most of the time, I will. And as you can see, this baby here, this is the new baby. You see, I got it for less than $8, and it is a deal because it is a self water. Well, it is a bottom watering, and these containers are like $15. The original price of this plant was, I think it was $16.99. The original cost was $16.99, and I got it for half off. And like I said, me and the lady, we have a love-hate relationship. She sees me coming. She's like, "What do you want?" Just like the lady in produce. Now that I think about it, we have a great relationship too. She's like, "What do you want now?" So you see this one, Tasharia, it has beautiful spaces in the leaves, and that is the way it grows. Lovely, lovely monstera. That's just one of my favorite variations of the plants. So we'll see if they both fit the mini cat palm and the monstera. Oh, good grief. Jesus! Oh, oh, oh fudge. Okay, believe it or not, it worked. And I have another baby that I propagated. These right here are very easy if you want. If you are interested in starting a garden or plant, I got to turn the light on, I guess. I shall turn the lights on. It's just so bright, I know. Like, let me try. What the ice cream man doing out there in the dead of winter? You better check him. Nah, you better check him. He might be on one of them lists if he hanging out in the dead of winter. That's suspect. I don't trust him. Okay, is that a little better? Uh, if you are interested in starting a garden, or I mean, an indoor garden, an indoor jungle, I would recommend the pothos. It is one of the easiest plants to take care of, and once you take care of them, they just take over the place. They take over the place like crazy sauce. Thank you, Dee Dee. And she says hello to Tasharia, our other workout buddy. Dee Dee working out too. These are one of the easiest because you want to make sure that you cut them where you have at least two nodes so they will have space to drink. Thank you. Thank you so much kindly for you guys' support. I just said, I'm going to be in here for a while, and I know that my area is like a character. Like the plants are part of the show, right? So since I was babying them, I figured that I would share all over the place. They grow. I just showed you one that was on the floor, and this is the one that is growing up the back of the chair. It's all the way on the floor, and it has grown on the back of the chair, down the chair, and back on the floor again. So what I would do is cut a piece of it and start it over, and then that's how I get so many of these pothos. As you can see, this one here on the top is started. That is a cutting. I cut it, and then it grew. It's growing all the way down the shelf and down towards the chair and down to the floor. A lot of people, they take them and they line them up across the wall, and I'm thinking that maybe I will do that soon. Take them and put them on the wall, but you have to be careful with that because they like to grow into the wall. They will dig into the wall and be stuck there. So that is my hesitation with that. So I did my shelf, this shelf here. Um, Let me move your lights a little bit. And I still have a bunch of plants on the table. Yeah, so it is quite a full-time job. Um, I know, I'm talking about you. I talk to them and they talk back because they touch me and I can hear them. They be touching me. When you touching me. And this one here I got from my grandfather. This is another Monstera. I just showed you a baby, the one with the spaces in the leaves. I got this. Oh, Jesus. And I sit them up here and I take them down so I can step up and get to the ones at the top. Oh, fudge. Oh my goodness, help me out here. And all these babies that I have here on the table, I am going to put on this little shelf on the side. I have a lot of variations of the pothos, the ones that I said that you can cut, like this one. And I just love the leaves on here because they're like a light green and a dark green at the same time. Sorry, there's a wipe in the shelf with that tissue. I don't know if you can see the variation in the leaves. Here's a good one. It's like a light green and a dark green, and that's how I ended up getting this one. It's like an angel, they call it an angel plant. And then this one here is another one that you can propagate. What is going on up here? And it has a beautiful texture. It's like a soft, furry texture, and I like the color, and that's how I ended up. The back of the leaves are purple, and then the front of the leaves are green. And you can cut these too and make new plants. And I've done that here with this one. I just put it in the water and it is growing out of control here in the water. And like I said, I save all the jars. I say don't throw any of these glass jars away. And so we can grow more plant babies. Well, hello, mother. Uh, so normally I sit these in the windowsills. Who bed? Jamila in my bed? No, I'm talking about pillows. Oh. Okay, so she needs a little bit of trimming. Just a little bit. And I just take the dead leaves off. Just like so. But this is a trim of one of the other ones that I propagated because it was growing all over the place. And I cut it because it was growing all over the place, and I made a new um, plant. And it is still growing. That right there, those are babies. These are baby leaves. You can see they're curled and they haven't even stretched their arms out yet. And this is just in water. It's just in water, and I like to give them rainwater, and in case of the emergency, I will only give them sink water if it's been sitting out for more than a day. I have to, if I give them faucet water, it has to have been open and, airing out for some time. And they definitely tell me the difference. They grow faster and they grow stronger with the plant water. So for the most part, I do give them plant water. Okay, and then a lot of these are easy to grow too. This is the Sansevieria, or some people call them the mother-in-law's tongue. I feel so like these are my plants. And there's a little crocodile in this baby. A lot of times I give them like little trinkets and stuff. And I cannot count the amount of animals in here. Like little bumblebees. Like I'll hang little stuff on the side of them. So it's like a mixture of animals and plants in the jungle. In the jungle. I don't know. Do crocodiles exist in the jungle? So this little guy was just like sticking here in like a little gem. I don't know. But these here you can grow 50 times over. 50 times. You cut it and it will grow right back again. And just like a seed, one seed can produce 1,000 plants of 1,000,000 plants because those plants have seeds too. So it is very exciting and mesmerizing. I'll put that baby right there. Just like to make sure that they have. Are you waiting on me? For what? Yeah, in the kitchen. Hi, Get Healthy Now, Mastery. I was hanging out in my sunroom trying to get some things organized. I redid my shelf. I brought in some new plant babies, so I redid my shelf up here. I put my cactus, my Christmas cactus, and I have this beautiful variant with white leaves. I thought this was so pretty. And I just bought my daughter one of these. And I was like, oh yeah, I got the same plant, by the way. And the leaf will turn white. When I have like a little variation of a white on there. So I just welcome that baby home. And this one I've had for a long, long time. I've cut up so many times and it just grows. And I don't know if you can see clearly, but I redid this shelf. I just redid my shelf, other than the plant that has taken over the chair. The plant that has taken over the chair. And this is my fig. She has grown pretty big now because She's getting pretty big, and I don't move her. Figs don't like to be moved, and then I have a baby fig. A lot of times I put um, certain plants together. Another monstera. Now this is a good leaf, a new fresh baby. Look how shiny that is. A new baby, and I have over here in the windowsill, I have my aloe plants. And they're over here in the windowsill because I don't have to water them frequently at all. So, and more sansevieria. I told you I put these things in the water and they grow so big. Um, and look, this one barely has any water and it is still thriving very strong. And these are candle, I got the candle wax out the bottom and I use it as a planter. So that one is very strong. And so I don't really water these often. So they're back there just doing their thing. I don't have to bother with them. I don't have to bother with them at all. I've gotten wrapped up. I just got wrapped up. Let's see if I put, and I still have some little baby plants here on the table, and I probably will take them to my office or my bedroom. My office, my bedroom, and I have a lot of plants in my bathroom too. And nobody has said to me that I have a problem, which I I find comfort in that. It's like, nobody says, "Hey, do you think that you have a problem?" um, I am babysitting my mother's hydrangea. She has given me, these. Well, the scientific name, I guess you can call hyacinth, but I call them hydrangeas. They're like this beautiful um, floral bloom. And this is how they begin, like little buds. And they're sitting in this water here. So she has brought her, she has brought stuff up here for me to nurse. They are in the nursery, so we hope to have some big, and they have been transforming. So I hope to have some big, pretty hydrangea blooms. So, and I'm not sure if they're going to be purple. They come in purple, blue, and pink. And we have an avocado growing, and this weekend I'm going to collect all of the seeds that I've been sprouting and put them in the water or put them in the dirt, depending upon how big they've gotten. Oh, I was telling you how you do the avocados. So you eat the avocado, right? And you take the seed and you let it sit in the water for like an hour and a half. And then I take a wet paper towel and I wrap them individually in the wet paper towel and I put them in a Ziploc bag and maybe a little bit more water in there. And I take the air out of the Ziploc bag. I make sure I wrap it really tight. And then I put it in a dark place. Some of them are underneath the cabinets. Some of them are at the bottom of my desk drawers. And there's like three places of maybe 6 or 7 avocado seeds I have hidden around the house because they like to be in dark places. They're seeds, and they sprout better that way. So I have a avocado garden that I am planning to debut in the spring, and I'm going to put them in pots because here in Atlanta it gets cold, and avocado, aguacate, no le gusta el frío. They do not like the cold. They will not stand for it. Here's another baby, and I know it's cute leaves. I don't know if I'm in the lights or not, or if I'm out of the light. I don't know. But I just fell in love with these leaves, and I said, I have got to have it. I'm just going to put this on my nightstand by the bed. I like to keep the little ones close to me. So I have a lot of little ones on my desk and on my nightstands by the bed. And mostly in my bathroom is bamboo because they grow in the water and they are very easy to take care of. Yeah, I have some more people here that I need to find a home for, and they're just hanging. They just they just hang, and I will have to put them up high. This one I like. It is this. I just like the color, that color purple, and then they have this beautiful texture. They have a lovely texture, and they grow. They just grow, 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 and these can grow outside too, but they die in the winter time. So like right now, if this was outside, it will not be existent. But they come right back. So these you can grow indoors. So I do like growing them indoors if you want something to hang. And then you can just put it in the water. You don't need to um, worry about the soil for that. Peace, Jonah. I can hear you. Um, a seasoning. This was a seasoning jar and it was glass. I said, don't throw that away because I'm going to put a little baby in there. It had no leaves when I put it in here. It was just a little cutting and it's grown roots. It was just a cutting. And thank you so much, kindly Valentine. And look at that. Isn't that a beautiful leaf? That is gorgeous. In the seasoning jar. Yeah, in the seasoning jar. Wait, there might be two different plants in here. It probably is two different plants in here. This is not scripted. Okay, so there are two different plants in here. That's a different plant. And I just made a cutting from one of the plants that was growing crazy. And I said, you know what? I can't be stepping on you, and I really don't want to paste you to the wall because I've had plants tear up my blinds and grow inside of the seal, inside of the window sill. So it is okay. It is okay to propagate them. A lot of them you can propagate, and that just means cut a little piece off and make sure that it has room, it has space. Like if I were to cut this one, I wouldn't cut it right here at the leaf. I would cut it where it has some nodes, and then I will put it in the water, and it will be safe to regrow. And that is how I've come about one of these jungles out of the many. Uh, and I don't think I even showed you everything because there's stuff here uh, going up and through and more and more and more. So, so if you see me here, this is where I juice because the kitchen is right in front of me. So I have access to the sink if I need it. So it's just right off. It's connected to the dining room and the kitchen for the most part. So this is the hall, and I still have plants here on the table. And I'm going to come off, and I probably will go into my office for a little while. So see, I still have a table full of stuff that I have not addressed. still stuff left to be addressed here on the table. And you know I need my table because this is the base to my juicer. And this is where I juice. So I'm going to clear this table and find somewhere. So this is the room. Hi, Lashana. I am giving a tour of my sunroom, and I just cleaned off the shelf. I just rearranged some stuff on the shelf. Oh, I got plants on the floor. I don't even know if I introduced you to the plants on the floor. So see, that's a whole nother hour if I were to show you what's on the floor. I mean, it's crazy sauce. I got most of the ones that are on the floor are baby trees where I have the dracanas. I get the the dracanas, and you know those are the tall ones that grow. I have one in my office. Um, I think maybe I'll just go there and show you, give you a show you what I'm talking about. There. As I venture. Okay. Into my office, and it's a mess in here because I have to take care of this room too. So just like I said, I just took care of the sunroom, and I said I have babies in here that I need to tend to. So this is like one of the ones, and as you can see, she is on the ceiling now, and this was this is just a baby of the tree that my mother gifted me uh, 15 years ago. It's been 15 years. And it started out here like this little piece. It started out like this, a little teeny piece, and it's grown, it's taller than me. The pot is on the floor, and it is taller than me. As you can see, it is here on the ceiling. So what I'm going to do is, I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do because this baby is touching the ceiling. She is, and I am 5'5", and as you can see, I have not reached, this is not the top. I have not reached the top. So this plant is over 5 feet tall. And I've already cut pieces off of it to make more. And those are the plants that are on the floor in the sunroom. And they will grow just as tall as her. So this is my Dracana here, and love this tree. She's been in the family for years, and I have pictures of my children standing in front of this tree, and it's amazing how I've watched it grow. Like I could see the tree get taller than them, like, yeah. And this is another new baby, and because my mother, she makes my hats, I'm going to ask her if she can make me some of these, because I think these are so much more beautiful to hang the plants with. What do you think? I love these little baskets, and it is just crocheted fabric, so I have it hanging here, and I have more cat palms in here, and this thing here, it gives me. I'm gonna give it to my daughter because it needs way more attention, and I got this from my grandfather. And this is a beautiful variation of a cat palm. Another palm. It is it is a palm, and I was like, oh, I don't have one of those. Let me get you. So, like I say, I have to come in here and take care of these too, because there comes a time. Oh, and I have another monstera. I have more monstera, and then this here is a monstera, and then I have monstera. You see, all of these are like little seasoning jars, and I say, do not throw those jars away because I am going to put plants in there. So that's how I ended up. When I propagate, I put them in the jars, and then another um, cat palm behind me in my office. And I have more monstera here, and this is where I work out. And you see, so there are many plants for me to take care of. More monstera. Like I told you, this is one of my favorites, the ones with the little holes in the leaves. And then this huge, huge leaf. It's huge, very big leaves. And this is a baby of the, see, this is a baby. This is how this tree, this right here is how that tree began. This, it started like this, and now it has taken over my office here. And, sorry, I have to leave. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I hope your baby is better. We pray for his healing and his speedy recovery. We do that right now in the name of Jesus. We do it right now for his healing and his speedy recovery. We do. Thank you so much for your time. Very much so. Please, please take care of that baby. I understand. I do. I understand very much. I've made it to my office. Yeah, I've made it here to my office, and I still have plants left to take care of on the table after. Yeah, so it's like a full-time job. It is. If you're interested in growing into it, I do. You can reach out to me, and I'll give you some very cool tips to make it easier. And so, it won't feel like a task. It will definitely be fun. It's a fun thing to do, to watch them grow and get disrespectful, because this one is really doing something crazy too. It's doing something crazy. And then my columns here, I have plants inside of each column here, and I use the candles, the leftover candle jars, just perfect. They fit in there perfect, and I put my propagations in there just to. If there's space, I say put a plant. There's too much space, so I just fill it. I fill it up with plants. Yes. Um, I am going to check on the ones in the bath. I'm not going to drag you to the bathroom. I think you've seen enough. I think I've proved my point. So you won't think that they are AI. This is not AI. This is not an AI background, though. I could take pictures of it, and I could probably sell it to the people that want a background such as these, because I looked online, and there's not many wallpapers that match the aesthetics of a full plant-filled room. If I type in sunroom, I just don't get the same match. So yeah, this is LaLa and her crazy spaces. So if you see me live, I'm normally here in my office. Um, right now I am in my pajamas. I am here in my office and my computer is here. Or I am in over there by the kitchen doing the juicing. And I'm hoping that you will see more of me because I am in the running to become America's next top model. I mean, to become a YouTube partner. Yes, to become a YouTube partner. I am in the running to become a YouTube partner. Oh, I just thought about it. I mentioned the seeds. And look what I have here. Avocado seeds in my drawer. There are avocado seeds in my desk drawer. And they're wet. And I wrapped them in the paper towels. So these are some seeds. Yes, Valentine says amen. Healing in Jesus' name, yes. Yes, I'm sure we will see her and we will gift those prayers to her. We will keep gifting those prayers to her continuously. Very much so. I can definitely understand as a mother of 8. I can definitely understand, that urgency, and I think they just feel so much better in our presence. Once we get there, I think that they feel so much better, that they get better just with the mommy's love. I do know with mommy's love. Yeah. All my children. Well, these avocado seeds, more avocado seeds. Like I said, you put them in the Ziploc bag. And oh my God, this one is sprouting. I'm going to show you. You put them in the bag and you forget about it. You don't even think about them anymore. And this is what happens. They crack. And there's a little sprout in there. Can you see that little sprout? I don't know if the light is, but there's like a little sprout in there, and that is the beginning of a stem. That is the beginning. Yay! And so when I put it in the dirt, I will just sit it, or you can sit it in the water or in the dirt, just about halfway. And look at that. I can't tell you how long this seed has been sitting in my desk drawer. So that is one of them that sprouted. And I don't know if any others have cracked yet, but that's what. Oh, let me get it on the light, and then I put it all in the light. Oh no, I'm going to put the baby back in the darkness until I can get it in the dirt or put it in the water. But that's what happens. You can grow your own aguacates. And we eat so many avocados here that I cannot save all the seeds. My daughter, she tries to save every single avocado seed. I swear I have a bunch of bags like this in other drawers that I've forgotten about. Paired up just like this. You wrap them in the paper towel, moist. After you've soaked it for an hour or two, I like to soak them for at least 2 hours. And make sure they're clean. They don't have any fruit left on them. And then you wrap them in the paper towel, and like I said, seal the bag. Make sure there's no air in there, and then toss it somewhere dark. And I close the drawer and forget about it. And then they sprout. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for that. having an aguacate garden, because I do love eating the plants. And if you grew it, you know it's going to be good. It's going to be good. You don't have to worry about any pesticides. You don't have to worry about any contaminants being on there. And you don't have to worry about them being picked before they're ripe, because that has a influence on the flavor and the nutrients in the plant. If you pick it well before it is ripe, then it's disconnected from its source. You know, plants eat too. I'm sorry, fruits eat too. The fruits is the result of the plant growth. The fruit is the fruit. How else can I say fruit without saying fruit? But it is the fruit. And when you disconnect the fruits from the stem, from the root, then it no longer has access to nutrients. So imagine picking up, taking the fruits away from the stem or from the branch before it is ripe. Of course, it is going to lack nutrients. That's just like taking a baby out of the womb before it is fully developed. Then it's going to be lacking the nutrients and minerals it needs to properly grow. And you just think of it, I don't know, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I just made that up, but it's true. I just made up the metaphor, but in actuality, that's what it is, and that's what's happening in the grocery stores. Why people say, "Oh, this really doesn't taste good. Oh, it really has no taste to it." One, because I mentioned the dirty dozen to you. One, because they're contaminated with all of the pesticides. They spray and spray and spray the stuff to keep the bugs off. And you know why so many bugs? Because it's mass produced and they're all clammed in together. So of course, it's going to have more predators. More produce equals more predators. If they're plants need room to grow, and if you're growing them in if you're mass producing them, then they put them on top of each other, which causes clutter and disarray. Yeah, and therefore they have to use more defense on these things because it's not in its natural environment. Yes, yes, this is one of my other favorites. I don't have favorites. Um, yeah, and let me tell you about this fern. The cat comes in here, and this is the cat's plant because she comes and she nibbles on this, and it's not good for her. So I'm going to end up tossing this one out. I cannot grow ferns, and I should stop saying that because I'm probably speaking into existence. But I get these ferns, and they just don't do good for me. They don't do good for me. The ferns. So that's what happened with that. Yeah. So if you can grow it, then it's probably going to be good to eat, and because you're going to nurture it, you take care of it. You're not going to spray pesticides on it. For the most part, you can use neem oil. Neem is great to help deflect pests, and it is not poisonous to us, and it is not poisonous to the plants. It just deters the pests. So neem oil, if you have that issue. Okay. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Mil grazie. Thank you so much, kindly, for rocking with me as I play in the dirt. Because that's what I did. I played in the dirt, and I still have more. I still have more work to do. I still have to come up with a plan for this tree that has touched the ceiling now. I'm going to have a powwow with my mother, and we will decide how we want to propagate it. Because if it, it's going to grow, it's going to start leaning. If it keeps growing up towards the ceiling, it's going to be like, oh no, I have no more room, so I'm going to go every kind of which way. We don't want that. But anyway, I bid you adieu. I thank you so much kindly for your time. I did show you my water, so I did mention nutrition. I did. I mentioned nutrition. I talk about the plants. I talk about the pesticide. I did. We talked about the aguacate. So yes, I can say we covered nutrition. I'm sure I found a way to relate it somehow to the channel. I will see you again. Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely. You know, Valentine. You know it. That's what changes the flavor when ripe on the tree better. You absolutely know it. If it is ripped from the mother, then it doesn't get all the nutrients that it needs. Just like that's just like giving a baby Similac or Enfamil or formula instead of the mother's milk. It's the same exact thing. It's okay. I don't really want to talk. I don't know if I want to get into all that right now, but I think maybe you can understand what I'm saying. That mother's milk is the best, and the fruit staying on the tree until it ripens. You're not supposed to pick the fruit. The fruit releases itself, and that's when you know it is time. Nature does the work. Nature does it. It don't even need us. I'm telling you, it don't even need us like that. So we're not even supposed to be ripping the aguacates from the. We're not supposed to be ripping la manzanas, the naranjas. We're not supposed to be ripping them from the trees. They fall, just like the pecans and the macadamia nuts and all these things, all of the fruits. When it is time for them, they're released. Isn't that wonderful? Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. He teaches us through nature. He shows us all around us. It is evidence of His will. It is evidence of His love and His power. The Creator, the Most High. Yes. Besos. I will go and do some more diddling with the plant. Oh, that's not a good word. See how he messed that up? Man, I'm going to do some more gardening. Some of the messy stuff, like pulling the brown leaves off and doing some sweeping of all the leaves that I have made such a mess. You know, we make such a mess before we can get the stuff cleaned up, okay? So, au revoir, wiedersehen, arrivederci, adios, and das vadanya to you. I will take some pictures of the plants, and that will be my thumbnail. I'm so excited. I see you later. Probably on the success train, right, Valentine? I'll see you on